I think most of us know what we need to do. It's not a matter of expectation for ourselves or for others. It's not a lack of example as evidenced by the influencer nature of social media. I don't think it's feeling too little, despite that the older generations think we're lazy fools preoccupied with complaining too much. So if it's not any of that, what on earth is it? I think it's the gift of feeling too much. Now, the gift of feeling too much is also potentially the curse of feeling too much, and the only difference between a gift and a curse is your perception of what's going on. But objectively, it's the same reality. So let's take a second and talk about what an overabundance of feeling really is. So you have who you are today, and you have who you want to be in the future. This is some random in future event. You don't really know what time this is. It's who you are today, who you want to be, what you do today, what you want to do in the future. And the pain that comes from the luxury is a recognition of the gap between these two things. And that's why I call it a luxury, because that pain that you're experiencing, that you're fortunate to experience, is coming because you're aware that you want to be something bigger than what you are today. And you need that awareness, you need that sting in order for that sting and that pain to serve as a catalyst to push you towards a better reality and an outcome that you really want to live down the line. Now, I also personally call this a luxury because it's a privilege to feel too much. When people are financially strapped, when they've got an obligation like a mortgage payment or they've got kids, they have no choice to dream. They have no choice to be in pain because their reality is so lived moment to moment that all they can muster up, if they're even fortunate to be able to do that, is to look straight down at the 2 steps right in front of them. They're able to look at the next 5 minutes in front of them. They're not able to sit back and daydream and wonder about what their life is going to be like in a year or 5 years, or what their vision is like, or whether or not they're happy in their job. They just need to get by. They have to live on the ground, whereas a person like me, who gets to feel too much, who gets to be in pain, who gets to feel that internal conflict, I get to live my life in the clouds. I get to plan out all those things that someone else can't afford. I get to think about my future, and I get to be selfish in a way that a lot of other people can't be. Now, these people who aren't privileged enough to be feeling too much, the people who aren't able to think about and plan for a future that they want to be different, they're just scraping by. They're shuffling their feet along, trying to get to the next step. They're rubbing 2 pennies together, trying to figure out how they're going to pay down their next mortgage payment or their rent. They have no space to be scared. They have no room to feel. Feeling too much, that deep burning hole that you get in your stomach, or that tightness in your throat that's so painful you feel like breathing sometimes is near impossible. That's the price that you have to pay in order to exchange your mediocrity for pride. It's your initiation into a better life, a life that you're only ever going to be able to achieve if you're willing to accept the fact that you are unhappy with the way that you're living it today. So the next time you feel too much, the next time that you're teetering on the brink of mental injury because you want something to be different so bad that everything hurts, I want you to do one thing. Just one simple thing. Breathe in. Breathe out. And say good. Because feeling too much means that you're stretching the boundaries. It means that you're pushing the walls of what you're capable today, and you're urging them to break. And that's bound to hurt. But that hurt means that you're growing. The curse of feeling too much is a gift if you let it be. Let it be.